Hey folks, and welcome to CarStarz 10 Wild Facts about Eddie's 73 Condor II RV in the 1989 movie Christmas Vacation, and also Merry Christmas to everybody watching. Fact number 1. There was only one Ford-based 1973 Condor II RV used in the film to portray Eddie's RV. You will, however, see many mentionings of it being a 71 or 72 model across the web often, as there seems to be little visual differences between these 3 years of Condor II model. The screen-used Condor II is indeed confirmed to be a 1973 model, though. It should be noted that these early Condor models produced from 1966 through 1976 were produced by a California-based company called the Kelson Engineering Company, who are not the same people who make the modern Condor RVs under the brand name of Integra Coach. Fact number 2. Eddie's Condor II is powered by a 360 gasoline V8 engine, sending around 375 foot-pounds of torque to a 3-speed C6 automatic transmission. Honestly, though, that engine being fitted with an only 2-barrel carburetor that came on it from the factory and putting out around 170 net horsepower was just barely enough to move this nearly 13,000-pound RV around, so it wasn't particularly an ideal setup to say the least. Getting these big old 28-foot-long RVs up a steep incline or through adverse weather conditions was certainly a challenge, and let's not even discuss the resulting abysmal gas mileage. Fact number 3. Although I was not able to find the actual production numbers of any of the original Condor II models, I can tell you that these puppies are very rare today. In fact, after spending a fair amount of time deep searching across the web, there wasn't a single 71 through 73 model Condor II available for sale anywhere. And yes, that's including all the main go-to used auto resale sites, including ClassicCars.com, BringATrailer.com, eBay Motors, and even some public forum websites too. The most recent one that I can even find that sold on any site in recent years was the somewhat famous 72 Condor II that was originally owned by the chairman of McLaren Engines in the 1970s. This Condor II wasn't even in the best condition at the time, and it sold for $32,500 on BringATrailer.com in June of 2020. However, it is estimated that if a low-mileage, pristine condition Condor II were in existence out there somewhere, that it could be worth nearly twice that amount today. Fact number 4. For the dedicated fans of this movie, and there are many, you are probably both intrigued and somewhat frustrated to know that there were so many deleted scenes from the film that were shot, but were cut from the film when it was released. Even more upsetting is the fact that not a single one of the over a dozen confirmed deleted scenes have ever been included on any of the multiple times and formats that the movie has been released on so far. I suppose that could and probably does mean that they were somehow lost or destroyed at some point, and since we haven't seen them around anywhere by now, that's most likely the case. Anyways, I mention this because as per producer Maddie Simmons, one of those many deleted scenes was actually a shot inside the RV with Ellen and Catherine having a conversation in the RV. As you know, we never actually got to see what the inside of the RV looked like in the final cut of the film. However, one superfan of the film has done up the inside of their replica of Eddie's RV in the way that they always imagined Eddie's would be like. So, maybe this is what it could have looked like inside there at the time of filming, perhaps. Maybe so, maybe not, but it's cool regardless and gives us a general idea of what we missed. Fact number 5. As we can plainly see in the movie, the RV's exterior appears quite dilapidated, rusty, and downright filthy everywhere. Although this certainly adds to the hideousness that they were trying to portray of Eddie's RV quite well. In reality, as most RV enthusiasts would point out, the bodywork of the Condor II is constructed of aluminum and fiberglass, as are most RVs. So, this means that all that dark rust and grime that you see all over Eddie's RV is, in fact, just paint and other materials added on for effect. The Condor II playing the part was actually a quite healthy and well-maintained vehicle with no real damages to speak of. Fact number 6. Now folks, it's time for the crappiest fact I've ever given you. Literally. Everyone knows the oh-so-famous, let's just say, waste disposal scene with Cousin Eddie and the RV. But, interestingly enough, for this particular RV, emptying the septic tank in this traditional way via a drainage tube like this was not actually a requirement. The Condor series of RVs were the first to have a built-in from the factory, what were called the Thetford Thermosan Waste Destruction System. which essentially means that the contents of the RV's holding tank could be disposed of while on the move via burning it off slowly through the vehicle's exhaust system using this built-in device. Because of the built-in and unique for the time feature in the Condor models, these RVs earned the lovely nickname of poop burners. Yeah, it's probably a good thing that not many of these RVs are cruising the roads today, as you sure as heck wouldn't want to get stuck behind one of them in traffic, that's for sure. Fact number 7. So where is Cousin Eddie's Condor II RV today? Did it survive portraying its grotesque movie character? Well, fortunately it has indeed, and is even in still good running condition today. But Cousin Eddie's Christmas Vacation RV now has a permanent home in a very fitting place where Christmas is celebrated every day. And that very unique and impressive location is known as Castle Noel, located in Medina, Ohio. The Screen Use 73 Condor II is part of their Christmas Museum tour, the very first part they talk about on the tour, in fact. Eddie's RV is kept parked right out in the open area between the two buildings that you are taken through on the tour, and you certainly couldn't miss it, as it is a main feature item that they certainly treasure for sure. Fact number 8. Unfortunately, however, the downside of the Screen Use RV sitting outside in the open is that it's not only left to the elements, but it makes it vulnerable to other outside threats as well. A prime example of that vulnerability is back in 2014 when Eddie's Condor II RV was actually vandalized by a juvenile. The Vandals tore off and destroyed the rear-mounted ladder, as well as shattered a taillight, bent up the antenna, and dented some body panels. I assume that's why they now keep the RV parked so close to the brick wall and parked so far back on the wooden platform where it sits, so visitors can't see the still damaged area of the vehicle, as the owner of Castle Noel was apparently never able to find replacement parts to have it repaired. They have since installed a security camera in the area to hopefully discourage any future vandals. Fact number 9. As for replicas of Eddie's RV, well, I think it's safe to say that the majority of the few Condor IIs left out there have probably been done up as an Eddie RV. This becomes quite apparent when you go on the search to even just see if you can try to find any regular Condor IIs, as when you try to do so, the vast majority of pics and videos that you come across are ones that have already converted to replicas, such as this fine example. And of course, probably the most well-known Eddie's RV replica out there at this point is the very well-done 72 Condor II, shown annually at Jeff Norton's house. With his truly wild Christmas vacation lighting diorama located in La Mirada, California, that just gets bigger and bigger each year. Fact number 10. Looking into the scale model arena, although there are no past or current model kits of the Condor II available, there is one direct diecast replica of Cousin Eddie's Condor II available, luckily, that being this excellent 1/64 scale model from Greenlight, as one would expect from this brand. No details left out, right down to the Christmas wreath on the grille. It's an impressive model of this rare RV for sure. This model is no longer on the regular retail market, however you can get them new on eBay for around $50 typically. Another not as accurate but still very cool related item that I came across is this Department 56 brand light-up ceramic display of Eddie's RV, complete with good old Eddie himself in his signature movie pose. This set runs about $65, and I'll put a link in the description below where you can get this great holiday item. And for those who haven't seen it yet, I have recently created my own diecast car channel named Show and Tell Diecast that I display and detail my diecast models that I now add videos to weekly also. I will include the link to the new channel in the video description below as well for those interested. Well, there you have it folks. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw here. You guys are all great. See you next time. And once again, have a very Merry Christmas on Monday, folks.